Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Barry, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about drawing and the materials that you might use when you are drawing. I'm using one of those materials right now. It is a Flair pen. Colors and different things that you can utilize with it, so we'll talk more about that a little bit later. So what I have here is I have several different kinds of pencils. That's what we're going to start talking about. We're going to start talking about pencils first. And you should recognize this one. This is a number 2 pencil that you probably use at school sometimes. And down below that pencil, you'll see it has some letters. It says HB. Now you're familiar with how this will draw. It can draw really lightly. And if you press down hard enough, it can draw pretty hard as well and dark. But the H, let me explain that. The H stands for hard, and the B stands for brittle, because this one's kind of in the middle between the two different kinds of pencils. All right, so over here I have some pencils from a pencil set. You can buy a complete drawing pencil set, and this one is a B. Now B stands for brittle, so it's going to be softer. So let me see. When I'm pushing this down, notice how darker that gets. And then this is a 6H, which means it's going to be really, really hard. And I like to draw with this sometimes if I want to make really, really light lines that don't show up. So there's a big difference between the HB and the 6H and this one as well. All right, so the next thing I want to show you is I want to talk a little bit about the markers. I love doing drawings with markers. We'll talk more about techniques later, but here's a frog that I drew the other day using marker. And then also, here's a little landscape that I drew the other day, so you can see that as well. Both of these were done with marker. First one I talked to you a little bit about already. This is called a Flair. It's made by the company Papermate. Now, it's pretty simple. It just has a nice little sharp point on the end of it. And you can do all kinds of different things with it. You can draw nice lines. It'll make nice dots for stippling. You can fill in areas with it so it can get nice and dark ink. So it's just a nice, very easy marker to use if you'd like to do that. Now, I have one that I use a lot. This is called a Pilot Varsity pen. Now, it looks a little bit different. You'll notice, see the point, the nib on it? Okay, and there's actually, you can see the ink on the inside of here. So the difference about this one is that nib, and with that nib, I'm drawing with a little bit higher quality ink. So my lines are going to be a little bit nicer, and I can come in, I can do a lot better detail because that nib on the end is a lot thinner. So I can do all kinds of things. Now what I do have to be careful about with this one, however, is that ink stays wet for a while. Because if I'm not careful with it, it will slide around and it will mess up my drawing. So to review really quickly, HB number 2, you have a lot of access to this. This is probably the easiest thing to draw with. It erases really well with a regular eraser. Okay? And then you have a B, which stands for brittle. The brittle one, you'll notice, is harder. Not harder, it's softer, so you can make nice darker lines with it and shading, okay? And then you have the H, which is harder, and since it's harder, nice thin lines, nice light lines, okay? And then don't forget about our Papermate Flair. That is really nice to use as well. So those are some different tools that you can utilize when you're doing your drawings. Now, in my next video, we're going to be talking about how to do those drawings, and I'm going to show you some techniques. Have a great day and hope to see you soon.